Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin, doing another little explore around the city today. You know, a lot of times when I walk around the city of Rochester, I show some of the blighted areas, some of the not so nice spots, some of the run down little holes, but today I wanted to take you guys on a tour on a brand new neighborhood, a neighborhood that just burst forth from the earth. Just within the past 5 years, it used to be a sunken highway, and now it's a thriving neighborhood. So I'm pumped to show you guys. Let's go check it out. The city has been positively electric these past few years with construction. In fact, right now, I've read, it's a bit of a dubious claim, but I'll repeat it here as though it's fact. Rochester has never had more construction going on at one time in its entire history. So that's exciting, if true. If you're a resident of the city, you can definitely feel it. There's road closures, sidewalk closures, trail closures, buildings popping up all over the place. It's an exciting time to be living in downtown Rochester. Certainly more exciting than, 10, 15 years ago anyway. Interactive. A major anchor in a lot of this construction is propagated by this building behind me, the Strong National Museum of Play. It's what it sounds like. It's a museum of play. They have all sorts of things. Great for the kids, great for the families. They have the World Video Game Hall of Fame, which they're building an entire new wing to. That's part of all this construction here behind me. They finished the parking garage last year. They're currently under construction with a whole new hotel and expansion of the aforementioned expansion of the museum. On this side of the street, this is just fantastic. These just opened. They just built these all along this road. It's actually an entirely new street. I think it might have been a sliver of a street before. It's called Adventure Place. Yeah, it's a name anyway. Could be worse, I suppose. I believe the majority of these homes are condos for sale. I think there's some rentals, but most of these are townhomes. I do declare. I could be making that up, I have no idea. I just think. One of the great things about all this new construction that's going on is many of the buildings have first floor retail. Going in next to me here, I'm not sure which one. There's one here and there's one up there. There's going to be a new beer market, not necessarily a brewery, just kind of a place that showcases beers. There's one in Buffalo. It's called Fatty's, and it's coming here to Rochester. Another thing that's coming in here, I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'll show it over there, is a barcade. So they'll have bar and arcade stuff. Ooh, it looks like they got a freezer door coming in. I think one of the biggest successes about all this construction going on is about 5-6 years ago, where I'm standing was a sunken highway. It was underutilized and in disrepair. So instead of trying to fix it and have it continue to divide the neighborhood physically, they decided to fill it in. At the time I was like, oh great, filled in with dirt, cool Rochester, let's just do that. But you know what, I've been turned around. This is great. This is definitely an improvement over a sunken highway. Not only do we have all this construction over here and up here that they just finished, but they also installed this amazing two-way segregated bike lane. It's good for running. It's got that kind of malleable pavement, kind of rubbery, made of old tires kind of thing. So when you're running, it's easier on your knees. I won't be running in this video. But on a bike, it's fine too, because it's just a nice path separate from the road. By the way, I should mention every single thing I'm walking by right now is new, built within the past 3 to 5 years. This stuff was probably finished, I don't know, within the last 18 months. Behind me here is a nice little brewery slash winery called FLX at Rock. FLX being the winery, Rock being Rock Brewing, the brewery. They have some good product. They got some food, they got some games. They always seem to be popping. They're not open right now because it's like 9 a.m. Not too many things are open right now. But they do open, and when they're open, they're cooking, baby. Now what I want to do is get a nice big long shot of this area and show you guys via a picture of Google Street View from a few years ago what this used to look like. Huge difference. This place was nothing. It was a road next to an expressway, and nobody ever really went here. It's kind of a through street, but very desolate place. Now it's got a few more hundred people living here than just a few years ago. These are all full, by the way. They can't build these things fast enough. Some of the commercial space on the bottom hasn't filled up quite like they've wanted, but all the apartments are full. It pushed on despite the pandy, despite everything, and people just want to live here. It's a really nice neighborhood. It's a very nice new neighborhood. It's nice to, it must be nice to be some of the first people to live in a neighborhood. That's kind of neato, huh? Now, before people mention it in the comments, yes, these apartments, many of them, are of that one particular design that apartments are today. So tough pashnukas there, buddy. You get what you get, okay? Could be nothing, could be a sunken highway, could be a shack, but they're not. What do they call it, 5/1 or whatever? Something? This is by no means a comprehensive look at all the construction going around in downtown. Just this one road, just Union here in downtown Rochester. This is just one area. It's happening all over the city. If you guys like this, maybe I'll explore some other new areas of the city. Also, if you like videos like this or stealth camping, regular camping, got a couple camping trips coming up soon. Subscribe, hit subscribe, pop a little like. Maybe these people with the no muffler cap will like the video because they can hear themselves and they're like, that's me in the video. This right here is kind of funny to me. I don't know why. It's just big, nice open windows that show you the parking garage in there, which is great. Great to have a parking garage rather than a surface lot. Just funny that they got windows to display it. I don't know why they do that. I guess so you can see it. Another really great thing about all these apartments popping up out of essentially nowhere are all the small businesses that are popping up along with them. A couple of bars here and there, coffee shops, things that were here before this as well are just more popular than ever. So it's been really nice to see some old favorites kind of have new life with this new neighborhood, as well as some new places that are also reaching new life with this new neighborhood. Coming up here, I'm gonna hang a left down Charlotte Street here. I think that's the name of it. That sure is. I was correct the whole time. Up there, Union connects with East Main Street. Some apartments go along for a little bit more, but they go along better down this way. Right over there that I just passed is Ugly Duck Coffee. Great freaking coffee. I'm not gonna get some now. I'm already pretty caffeinated up, but sometimes I will walk up here and get some Ugly Duck coffee. It's more of a beautiful duck if you ask me. Hey! Looks like someone's moving in with the pods. Restoring density to the street grid. I love it. Rochester used to be far more dense before the 50s when people kind of started running to the suburbs, and there's even I've even seen old videos where they're like proud that they get to chop Rochester up and demolish buildings as if it's a feature.
There has never been any nonsense about the purpose of the city or the 9 counties of the Rochester economic area. Quite simply, it is considered a place to make a profit as pleasantly as possible. Times change, and you either change your city to fit them or they'll change your city, often unpleasantly, more often unprofitably. That is the inner loop, channeling traffic to the central core of the city. Urban renewal and redevelopment at its best. Replacing the old with the new, within view of the heart of the city. Having made its peace with the past, Rochester can rip out and rearrange streets and sections of that central core to its heart's content. Here's another section that will feel the impact of the bulldozer. Surgery, tough yet tender. For Front Street in the future will be known as Genesee Crossroads, a complex of hotels and apartments, shops and offices, parks and promenades.
Well, that didn't age too well, and they kind of tore enough down where nobody wanted to live here until the past decade or so. Downtown Rochester's population has risen by, oh geez, an estimated, I think, 5,000 in the past decade, which is, you know, not a huge number, but it's probably, it basically doubled downtown's population, and it continues to grow. I think there's, I'm not sure on a final total, but probably more than 10,000 people living just in the downtown area right now, which is just fantastic. That's just fantastic. It means more businesses can operate. It means more vibrant street life. Now I kind of want to end this little tour in Midtown Rochester. Walking down East Ave right now. Tons of little bars and shops and Strombolis and all sorts of things. But we're getting up to East Maine in just a couple blocks here, and there's plenty that has gone down and is continuously going down. Still, tons of construction. Temple Bar and Grill, that's where Sam Bananas had his first garbage plate when we did our collaboration. Sorry, ma'am. Well, they're doing tons of construction, but there's still a lot of people that scream at you and ask for dollars. That's just gonna happen. That's just gonna be happening. It is the downtown of a city. This corner right here is currently being worked on. They're redoing this building right here, redid this building right here a couple years ago. These are on docket. This one on the corner is the only one with a big question mark. The owner doesn't really seem to want to do much with that building. The mayor's mentioned that he would like this building to be restored. However, I mean, that doesn't really matter. I think everyone would like to see that building restored. But yes, this stretch right here was very much way more blighted even a decade ago. Blighted, full of blight, within blight. You know what I'm saying. I want to get a little bit closer to this tall guy. I'll see if I can find a Google Street View. Just even a couple months ago, this was all fake facade and falling apart. Now they got nice big new windows, ready for a few apartments. It's gonna be really nice. Pretty sure this Family Dollar is gonna get totally redone here in a beautiful old building. The building next to it, that Metro Market there, it's been closed probably since COVID. And Stone Street here is gonna run right through it. They're gonna restore the old Stone Street grid, Stone Street grid. So that's cool. All right, I'm gonna end this little tour by grabbing a bite to eat at the Mercantile on Maine, known as the Merc on Maine for short. It's kind of a little urban eatery, a little urban cafeteria, a couple of different choices. You can get some pho, you can get some Mexican, they have coffee. I'm gonna get the chorizo sausage sandwich from Palermo's Market, because that's just how I'm living, baby. Ooh, looks like they're paving this. There used to be tables right over here. Looks like I'm gonna have to be eating over here. Got my sausage and pepper sandwich coming. I'm super pumped. I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna eat the love and love out of that. Whew, it's toasty out. Over this past week, there was the Jazz Festival downtown, and there was a bar here. I guess that was a soft open. They're not open right now. The manager said they'd be opening sometime in July, which is right around the corner. The coffee shop that used to be there has moved to one of these little cubby restaurant areas, which is nice that it's still around. And as you can see, it's pretty early in the morning here. It's, I don't know, before 10, and pretty good turnout for the neighborhood. This was a vacant neighborhood a decade ago. It's just really great to see. All right, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Right. Thanks, man. Enjoy.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I am so excited. Ooh, get into my body right now. Looking good. Got chorizo sausage, peppers, onions, some cheese. Ooh. People are looking at me now. Forget about it, eh? Come to Palermo's Market in the Mercantile on Maine in downtown Rochester. Get yourself a chorizo, onion, pepper sandwich, and just live your life, man. Oh, even comes with a little sword. Well, that was delicious. Before I get out of here, I just kind of wanted to film some things around here. This used to be an old department store. That's kind of why it looks like this. Still probably has the old original linoleum floors and all that kind of good stuff. I love these reliefs above the elevator. This is Main Street, Rochester, I believe, back in 1868. And here it is in 1943, when I believe this building was built. There's the building we're in right there. Not the Mercantile, it was Sibley's department store. All right, back out onto the street. Sick of getting weird looks for filming. People have just been looking at me the whole time. To be fair, I was making noises to the camera like, oh my God, oh man, oh. So I guess it's to be expected. Well, I think this is a pretty informative small plot, more of a long plot really, but bit longer of a plot than normal. I'm happy that I was able to show you guys some nice areas of Rochester. And even in the nice areas, you get the people that are just yelling on the street. It is a city, people. I mean, it is a city, and that's why I love it. But this has been Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin. Don't forget, everybody, new episodes of Small Plots every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Sometimes I'll walk around the city. Sometimes I'll do a little stealth camping. Sometimes I'll do some regular camping. Sometimes there's other things you can't even comprehend. But thanks for watching till the end here, everybody. And I'll catch you on that. Is he really crossing the street when he's not supposed to? Nexty. Mwah.
you ever see a city so green and growing? Green and growing